everyone, welcome to my kitchen. So today's video is going to be a little bit different than usual. This is kind of like a spur of the moment thing that I decided to film today because I want to talk to you about something. So I didn't script out this video or think like too long and hard about it before I made it. So I'm going to try my best not to make it too rambly, but there are some things that I just felt like chatting with you about, kind of like a heart-to-heart. So thank you so much for being here, for being interested. I'm going to make something really nice. I'm going to be making a masala chai to drink for this conversation, and I have been obsessed with this recipe. I've made it every day for like, I don't know, like 2 weeks now. The recipe is one that I got from another video from another channel. I think it's called Food with Chetna. I will leave a link to her original recipe video in the description box because this is her recipe. I just modified it a little bit. And if you want to follow along, I will also clearly mention what I'm using. So you could even make your own masala chai to join with me if you have it. I'm a little bit frazzled, I'm a little bit all over the place today, and I have been kind of pre-recording some things to the point where now I'm just like, I don't even know which video goes up when, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Alright, I got my ingredients here and I've got a big pot. Normally I make more, but right now I'm home alone. I have the house to myself, so I'm just going to make 1 cup. But this is the smallest pot that's currently available, so I'm just going to use this. And then I have some star anise. Wait, focus. I have 3 cloves. I have some cardamom. I have some cardamom seeds that are still in the little pot. I have half a cinnamon stick because these are quite expensive, and so I find that you don't really need to use a whole one. I do really like the taste of cinnamon myself, so I always add it, but it's kind of break one into like 2 or 3 parts and then use that. Got a little piece of ginger as well, and then I've also got some tea. This is not the correct one, let me go get it. This is it. I normally never have black tea in the house, but I got one because I've been loving this recipe so much. This is Ceylon tea. You don't have to use loose leaf tea. You can just use a regular tea bag. What I would recommend is just cutting open the tea bag and putting in the tea as if it's loose leaf tea. But yeah, you can use any tea that you like basically. Right, so I'm just gonna add the cloves, the star anise, the cinnamon. With these cardamom seeds, I'm just gonna mash them up. The only thing I have is like this thing that you normally use for cocktails, and I have been thinking about decluttering this for a while, but I kept it. And now I've found that I can just use this. I do have to apply some force here, but I can use this to break open these little pods. Let me show you. See? That's what you want to have. So you want to break them apart a little bit. Right, so I'm just going to add these to the pan as well. Then the ginger, I'm just going to cut this up roughly and chomp on it, basically in the same way to get all of the flavor out. 1 cup of water. And now adding it to the stove and bringing it to a boil. The great thing about this beverage is that it is such a soothing and warming and comforting drink. It's also really, really fragrant, so it makes your house smell really nice. And these last couple of weeks have been quite cold here actually. It has been freezing. Right now the sun is coming out a little bit, which makes me very happy. But yeah, I've been making this a lot, and especially this time of year, I find it to be very nice and warming drink. All right, it's done. It smells really nice. Let me show you what it looks like. I'm just gonna pour this through a strainer and have a lovely cup of masala chai. So this is my first time making this just for one, and if you're gonna be cooking it for several minutes, a lot of the water is going to evaporate. So I now have, it's about like this full. And it's probably really strong tasting. Yeah, that is a kick in the pants. Really nice though. But note to self, I'm gonna add a bit more water to this if I'm going to make it for one next time. Right, so the thing that I wanted to chat with you about, if you're watching this video as it goes up, I think it's probably going to be somewhere halfway March. I will be not here. I'm actually taking a break for all the month of March on YouTube. And if you've been around for a while, you might know that I've done a similar thing last year, but it was in September, take a whole month off. It was the first time I've done that ever since starting the channel around 5 years ago, 5.5 years ago at this point. And that month break has been amazing in many different ways. So basically it made me decide to listen to a lot of you and also to my inner voice to do that once a year. And I decided to do it in March, basically for two big reasons. March usually is already a bit of a slower month for the channel in general. It always goes like with ups and downs, but usually February, March, things are a bit slower. So I thought that would be a good choice. And second, because I love March. I love the start of spring. It's my favorite time of the year. It's still nice and cold, but it's starting to get like sunny and there's like little ducks outside and things like that. Birds are starting to chirp again. So I always love March. And I thought that would be a nice fit. So you won't be seeing me again for the rest of March, and I wanted to let everyone here know that because people usually get worried if I don't post. So I wanted to prevent that, to let you know that I'm all right. This is very much a break that is kind of like preventative. Last year in September, it was much more of a spur of the moment thing because I really needed a break. I was not necessarily getting close to burnout, but getting close to burnout, I would say. So that was very much a needed break. And right now it's more like preventative. I am definitely feeling it. I'm a little tired. I've been working really, really hard. So I could use a break, but it's not as bad as it was last year. So I decided to learn from my experience and take a break a little bit sooner, basically. Last time I announced my month off, I was so nervous. I was so scared what would happen to the channel. Just because of the algorithm is not a fan of when you don't upload. So I was scared that not necessarily that people would forget about me, but more that YouTube wouldn't show people my videos when I got back after my break. So many of you sent such loving comments that really put my heart at ease, letting me know that you will be there when I get back. And I appreciate that so much because that really, really did help me out so much. Just knowing all of you supporting me and being there for me when I got back. I did notice that many people actually didn't get to see my videos when I got back, so the algorithm wasn't in my favor. So what I would recommend, if you are watching this video, to please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel if you don't want to miss my new videos when I get back. You can turn on your notifications so you'll get a notification if I post a video. And what I also would recommend, if that is something that you'd be interested in, is to subscribe to my newsletter if you're not already. It's free. It's a weekly newsletter that you will get every time I post a new video, so that you will know for sure that you won't miss it when I get back. Because last time I got messages from people in October or sometimes even in November being like, oh, you're back. And I was like, yeah, I've been back for a while. So just to be sure, you can do that. Oh, it's simplehappyzen.com/newsletter, by the way. And something else that I wanted to chat a little bit about is just me trying to do better in terms of self-care, in terms of accepting my highly sensitive nature, because I've been working very hard and I could definitely use a break. And last time I was on my month off, I had some realizations that actually were quite eye-opening. I talked about it at length on Patreon about the fact that I kind of realized I haven't always accepted how I am. I haven't always accepted my sensitivity and the fact that I need some time off every now and then. And that's hard for me because I would prefer to just keep working on the channel. If you're curious, by the way, and you haven't seen the video of me announcing my break last time, I recommend watching that video because I go much more in depth about what my job actually entails, which probably most of the people watching this don't really know. I mean, I never knew what it meant to be a full-time YouTuber before I became one. So you might be thinking like, why does she need a break? So in that video, I explain a bit more about, what my schedule looks like, and it's not me complaining or anything. I love my job so much, but it can be a little tiring sometimes because it's a lot of work. I don't think that you can really be a full-time content creator without pouring in all of your energy and all of your time and focus and love and heart, because it's not always easy. So if you're curious, I recommend watching that video. I'll leave it down in the description box for you. So that realization that I had, it made me want to change things. It made me want to take better care of myself. I have been through burnout before. You probably know that. And it was pretty severe. Like, it took me 2 years to recover from that. Honestly, I never want to feel like that again. And I don't think I was close to that at the time, but I was, like I said, getting close to that. And I don't want that anymore. I want to fully accept that I need some more time off than I've been giving myself, and really embrace that. Try to not feel guilty about it, because that is such a silly emotion and it's out of place and unnecessary. And hard because I talked about this at length on Patreon, but what I realized was I felt very guilty for needing so much time off, because what I've been doing, or trying at least, is taking 1 week off every 3 months. I haven't been doing that, but that was the goal. And then I thought, if I'm going to do that and take a month off once a year, that's 8 weeks a year. That's time off. And that scares me a lot. I mean, if I'm not working, I'm not getting paid as much, obviously. So financially, there's a lot to consider. But also just the fact that I know that most people all around the world don't get that much time off. Even here in the Netherlands, it's relatively good compared to most other places in the world. I think we get 5 weeks off here usually if you work for a company. So 8 weeks, it feels like a lot, and it felt like I shouldn't need that much time. All kind of weird emotions that when I try to really pick them apart, couldn't really figure out why I felt that way. I just felt very guilty. And the people on Patreon made me see that it's better to just be grateful for the fact that this is an option for me, and just enjoy it to the fullest without feeling guilty, without feeling bad. I never call myself lazy. I never think I'm lazy. I don't think laziness even exists. So that wasn't really a part of it, but I just felt guilty. So I'm trying to take care of myself now, do the things I need to do to feel good and healthy and happy without feeling bad about it. Fully embracing my sensitivity. That's my new thing for this year. Another part of it is that my goal for this year was spend less time doing and more time being. And yeah, it's been working out, I would say, especially in the first couple of weeks of the year. Lately, I have definitely been feeling like I've been doing a lot more. I've been kind of in this go state. So I want to try and get back to also spending some more time just being. So that's also what I wanted to talk to you about. Maybe you're also more sensitive like me, or maybe you feel like you could use some more time for yourself, but you feel bad about it. And I just want to kind of share my story to hopefully inspire you to also do what you need to feel good. So during the month of March, I'm going to be taking it easy. You have no idea how much I'm looking forward to this. I am actually quite tired because there's a lot been going on. I've been working very hard. There's also some things in my personal life that have been very stressful. Luckily, no really bad things, so no worries, but I am a little bit tired. So I am looking forward to the break. Mostly I'm just going to be spending that time at home, but we also have a little trip planned that I'm just so excited for. We're gonna spend 4 days together in Madrid. I've never been to Madrid before. I've only been to Barcelona before. So obviously there's a lot of Spain for me to discover. We're gonna do Madrid this time. I've also been trying to learn Spanish recently on Duolingo. So it's been a lot of fun, and I hope that I will get to actually practice my Spanish while I'm there, so that would be a lot of fun. We haven't been traveling since 2018, which was when we went to Tokyo for the last time. Before that, the last time we left the Netherlands was 2015. So there hasn't been a lot of traveling going on, you know why. yeah, we felt like, I don't know, broadening our horizons a little bit. So we've got some little things planned for this year, and I'm so excited. You have no idea how excited I am. So I will keep everyone updated, little bits here and there on the channel, and I will be back again in April, hopefully well rested and ready to go for another year of YouTube. Part of the reason why I also felt inspired to film today was yesterday I spent the whole day editing in my pajamas. I didn't make time for my yoga, and I was so tired, and I had this like big frown on my face the whole time because I wanted to finish that video, and it was quite a long video, so that meant, you know, a lot of editing. Editing is very time consuming. So my boyfriend, he saw me kind of struggling, and he said, "You're filming a video about taking care of yourself as a sensitive person. So do you see the irony here?" I was like, yes, yeah. He's always looking out for me like that, so I got what he meant. And that inspired me to film today's video because, you know, it isn't always easy to make sure that you have enough time for yourself. You know, we're busy, we have things to do, and I don't want to just be like, hey, just take enough time to rest and just do this and that, because it's not always so easy, and there's a lot of, you know, emotions associated with it. Sometimes people feel guilty. So I want to also talk about that side of things. I do have some videos scheduled like this one, which I'm filming somewhere in February. I also have 2 videos scheduled for the month of March on Patreon. I always post 2 videos a month there. So those will continue on. If you are able and willing to join us on Patreon, you can definitely do that, and there will be new videos up there. And by the time this one goes up, probably it's only like a 3-week wait for the first one in April to show up. So not that long. Obviously, I will miss you all. Last time I did that month off, it was amazing. Just only good things. But the one thing that I really did notice was just how much I missed you all. I missed connecting with everyone in the comments, and it means so much to me. Always when a video goes up, it's one of my highlights of the week. So I am gonna miss that, I already know. But that's a good thing, you know? It makes the heart grow fonder, as they say, and it only made me realize just how much I love this job and just how much I love this community. Like I said, I'm feeling a little frazzled today, so I'm just gonna take a moment to think if there's anything I've missed. I think that's it. I'm not gonna spend too much time in this month answering comments, but I will definitely read all of them. So please share your thoughts in the comments section. Please check and make sure that you are subscribed, possibly with notifications on, so you won't miss when I'm back. There's a very real possibility that YouTube will not show you my new videos when I get back in April. That's just how it goes. So you can check your subscription page to make sure that you're not missing me when I get back. And also you can, like I said, subscribe to my newsletter, simplehappyzen.com/newsletter. I always do my best on these. I always spend a little time writing a little story or something that goes along with that week's new video and things like that. So I think they're a lot of fun. You can definitely check it out. And also, if you do want those 2 videos this month, you can always join us on Patreon as well. Patreon.com/simplehappyzen. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. If you have anything to share, please do that in the comment section. Maybe some of the things I said you can relate to. I would love to know. And with that, I will see you all again in April. Love you. Bye-bye.